For a long time now, many have associated Pumwani Maternity Hospital with scandals. However, in light of the Mashujaa celebrations, we continue to celebrate Kenya's gems as we feature the largest public maternity hospital in the country and in the Sub-Saharan Africa, founded in 1926, way before independence.
We feature Pumwani Hospital, which is the largest public maternity hospital, and in a day they receive about 80 deliveries on average alone. So we'll get to hear their achievements and successes. Follow me. Pumwani, derived from a Swahili word, means to breathe or relax. This maternity hospital, founded in 1926 by Lady Greek welfare and having its first permanent building put up in 1928, has had its challenges and successes, bringing life to the world.
It was built actually by a group of British ladies before independence who wanted to invest in society. They worked in mental health. They did a lot of good things. And they also, Lady Greeks was one of the ladies who formed this East African women group. And they were doing kind of thinking what is really needed. So that was the concept of Pumwani. President Jomo Kenyatta could open this maternity in, I think, 28.
The hospital, which now falls under the Nairobi Metropolitan Services, Professor Marlene Tamerman, the current chair of the hospital board, recalls working in Pumwani in 1987, fully for 6 years, and afterwards joining the hospital management in 2015.
And there was a shortage of everything, also the materials. And we had some gloves, but not enough. So after every delivery, we had to wash the gloves and to hang them there to dry. At that time, there was a shortage not only of supplies, but a shortage of nurses, doctors. Now, much better. Something else, when I came here in 86, 87, we did not have in the newborn unit, there was no incubator. An incubator for preterm babies. None. Then we managed, again with partners and with, advocacy and stakeholders together to buy one. And in that one, there were like 5 babies, preterm babies, but it didn't matter. They had a better chance of survival.
Today, being an obstetric and referral hospital for delivery of expectant mothers in Nairobi and adjoining districts, with 354 obstetric beds, 144 baby cots, and 2 theatres, Professor Marlene Tamerman recalls unveiling the first labor ward theatre on 1st February 2001.
So there was only one, and it was broken down a bit. So we collected money, and we really made this theater. The very first ultrasound machine we brought also with charity money and doing, advocacy. We managed to get 2 small ultrasound machines, the first ones in Kenya in the mid-80s. And it really changed a lot because moms are coming in with bleeding or whatever, and at least then we could see, is the baby alive, is it a twin?
Professor Marlene shares a dream for the hospital.
Look at the many Kenyans who are born here. Many of them are now mama kubwa, bwana kubwa in politics, in business, in whatever, influential people. So I think they should pay back, invest in the place where they have seen the light.
Working in the newborn unit with Dr. Beth Maina, the Deputy Medical Superintendent and Head of Clinical Services, we get the privilege of seeing new life. In these rooms, the babies graduate from room to room, depending on whether they are born premature or to term and whether they have any condition.
A lot of the time they are fed by a couple, a tube, because they are too small to swallow, to feed, to breastfeed. But here the kind of care we give, because these are sick preterm. Some may be having sepsis, that is infection, so they are on antibiotic. Some are on IV fluids because of maybe they cannot take orally. Others are on oxygen. Others, you see this blue light? Yes. Those ones have jaundice, yellowness of the body.
Here, these 4 rooms with the capacity to hold 17 to 20 mothers, we get to see the kangaroo mother care, where there is skin-to-skin contact with newborns born before 37 weeks of gestation.
Hii method imenisaidia kwa sababu naona weight ya mtoto wangu ilishoot haraka, alafu pia at least saizi na get involved kuangalia, unajua before tulikuwa kwa incubator, so ilikuwa tu ku breastfeed na kuenda, but saizi na get kumsikia vile ana breathe, vile ana, yani I'm so involved vile ana grow. Na vile tuna bond.
This method, which prevents preterm deaths by 25%, the mothers are trained on how to best take care of their young ones, with the overall goal being to ensure the child is 1,800 grams before they are discharged.
Welcome to Pumwani Lactation Support Center, which we are very, very proud of, because this is the first, not just in the country, but both in East and Central Africa.
In this room, mothers get to donate milk to abandoned or orphaned babies, unwell babies, or to sick mothers and preterm babies.
Purely voluntary, of course, there is no pay. It's just like the way you can donate blood. So the mothers come. Before they come to donate, we have a nurse who goes there to, try recruit and talk to them and confirm that they have surplus. So if you are willing to give voluntarily, now you're invited here. So here you are again taken through. They counsel you more. They take a history. There's usually a screening tool to ensure that you're not a high-risk person. And then there is some tests that you have to do. Usually we investigate for HIV, for hepatitis B, and for hepatitis C, and syphilis. So if we take your blood and you have any of those conditions, we of course will counsel you and tell you have this condition and you're going to be linked to care and treatment, but you can't be a donor.
After the mother pumps the milk through this machine, we get to see the milk bank, where one has to sanitize and remove their shoes before gating into the room, stocked with refrigerators and machines. Once they get the results that the blood work is clean and the milk is safe, the raw milk is stored in the refrigerator with a red sticker. The raw milk is then put in the milk pasteurizer, which preserves the nutrients after it is heated for 30 minutes at 62 degrees to kill all microbes. In this process, the milk is tested through a microchip to ensure it is well pasteurized. Then the same machine cools it before it is stored in a refrigerator with the longevity of up to 6 months. Once ready, it is stored in the ready-to-use refrigerator with the green sticker and used only through prescription. Since its inception in 2019, in the last weeks, about 1,200 have benefited from the milk, with about 700 donors giving the milk. Reporting for Switch TV, my name is Harriet Chimere.
Thank you, Harriet Chimere, for highlighting the largest maternity hospital, not just in Kenya, but in the Sub-Saharan Africa, right here in Kenya's capital, Nairobi.